Have you ever thought about making money by starting your own blog and talking about what you want to talk about? Or have you started the process of starting your own blog, but you are like lost? Like, what the heck is going on? What do I post? How do I post? And most importantly, how the heck do I make money? If you've ever wondered any of those things, then this video is for you because that's what we're talking about today. Making money with blogging. Oh yes, stay tuned. What is up, divas and divos? It's your girl Nikki back at it with another video. That's right, people. So I am back with another way to help you make some money. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because that's what we do here. We make money and save money. So I asked for feedback a lot lately. Let's just be real, okay? So I've been asking for a lot of feedback because I want to bring you the content that you really want. And overwhelmingly, I've been getting a lot of responses asking me to talk more about blogging. So you may or may not know that I do have my own blog, dealfindingdiva.com, which is basically a supplement to this channel. So over there, I talk about making money and saving money, but over there, I also have a lot more freedom of things that I want to say. If you like what I tell you in this video, then make sure you comment down below and let me know that this is content that you are interested in and that you want me to make more of it, because I am not going to make more of it if you don't want to see it. Okay, so do we have an agreement there? All right. Okay, now let me let you in on one of my secrets for getting my blog popping. Okay, so it's ironic that you guys were asking about this video at this time of the year because there is something called a Genius Bloggers Toolkit. So this toolkit is only available once per year. And basically, a lot of the top bloggers in the industry get together and they give the best tips. I'm talking about their tips on branding, posting, building your website, all that good stuff. So this Genius Bloggers Toolkit has over $6,300 worth of toolkits, ebooks, courses, videos, and for 5 days only from September 22nd through the 27th, it's only $97. I lie to you not, and I'm not saying this to like just push this thing, but it's because I actually use this. I buy this every year. I want the updated stuff. So in full transparency, I'm affiliated with the company that puts this out. So if you all are interested in it, I'm going to link it down below. I'm going to put my affiliate link down below. And this is my offer to you. So I'm telling you, I'm not just blowing smoke. I really do purchase this every year out of my own money. Like, they don't give this to me for free. So yes, I have the Genius Bloggers Toolkit. I had early access to it because I'm affiliated with them, but this is my offer to you all. If you purchase it, use my link and purchase it, then I will take up to 30 minutes of my time and do a one-on-one with you. And we can talk about certain things in that toolkit. We can compare our toolkits. And so basically you will be getting a totally free consultation one-on-one with me, the Deal Finding Diva, if you purchase the Genius Bloggers Toolkit. Okay? Deal, 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 deal. Okay. So like I said, I have a blog, dealfindingdiva.com, where over there I talk about making money and saving money. And the thing is, I started my blog actually before I started my YouTube channel. So one question that I know a lot of new bloggers have is, where should I place my blog? So if you're wondering what kind of platform you should put your blog on, then I'm going to tell you, I personally use BlueHost. So BlueHost, I'm going to link it down below. You don't have to pay much money at all, and they have things to help you with security. So basically, your site will be more secure with BlueHost, as well as you will have like access to a lot of the features that some other platforms will actually charge you for, but it'll be within that one little rate that you pay. Now, when it comes to actually creating the blog posts themselves, I use WordPress. Now, this is another thing that gets confusing for new bloggers. So you have WordPress.org and you have WordPress.com. WordPress.org basically gives you more freedom. So if you're going to get started with blogging and you're going to use the WordPress platform like I do, then I highly suggest you go with WordPress.org, because WordPress.com is basically, you are basically giving them the power over your website. So it's not like you can pick BlueHost and then choose WordPress.com. You can't do that. You would have to go through WordPress.com. They would be the ones basically having all the control over your site other than like you posting. I'm just putting it in layman's terms. If you need me to go deeper, let me know in the comments. But WordPress.org is definitely where you want to go if you want the freedom to be able to monetize your blog. I'm going to tell you some of my favorite plugins that make blogging so much easier for me. So the first plugin that I definitely can't live without is WordFence. So WordFence is a plugin that will basically act as security for your website, because I'm going to tell you, it was like a little over a year ago, I was getting so much traction on my website and I was so proud of myself. I was getting, at that point, I had about 30,000 page views a month and my blog got hacked. So I'm telling you, it was like a pain in order to get my blog unhacked. And it's like I actually had to hire a company. And yeah, once I did get them to clean everything up, I made sure I got WordFence in place. And WordFence is a free plugin, so I highly suggest that you use it. No plugin is going to be perfect against hackers, but also I highly suggest you add two-factor authentication to your blog. So just so you know, so I use WordFence and I make sure two-factor authentication is on. So two-factor authentication is, like, you may have heard of it before with other things. So if you need to log in, you'll either get like a text to your phone or email or something like that proving that it's really you and you have to put in this code. So two-factor authentication is a plugin that you can add to your website. So I highly suggest that you add that as well. And I actually use an app called Authenticator. So basically it will create a new code every minute. So basically if somebody's trying to get into your website, it's going to generate a new code. So that is something called Authenticator. That is not a plugin, but that's something I highly suggest that you put on your blog, is two-factor authentication. So you would see that option available within WordPress. Now, another plugin that I found to be very, very helpful is something called Elementor. So with Elementor, they actually have different, I would say, like drag and drop options in order for you to like build your website. About 2 days ago, I just did an update on WordPress, and I know WordPress has added some drag and drop options, but I actually already use Elementor. So they have different layouts and stuff that you can use, so that if you want your blog post writings on the left and then you want some images and stuff on the right, or however you want to do it, it's easy to just arrange that. And you could choose one of their already pre-made layouts. So Elementor, I think I pay about $50 a year for that. And like I said, WordPress does have their own thing as well. Or you can get a little fancy and use something like Elementor like I do. Now, another plugin that I absolutely love is something basic. It's called Insert Headers and Footers. So when you get into blogging, there are so many different platforms that may ask you to insert something into your header or something into your footer. So basically the header and the footer is like the top or bottom of your page. When you add code in there, a lot of times there are things living in the background. Like people that visit your site, they won't be able to see it. But if you use insert headers and footers, instead of having to go in and possibly break your website by going into the codes and stuff, this plugin will actually allow you to just paste that code right in there. So an example of how I use insert headers and footers is in my header, I have Pinterest, which is able to track my people visiting my website and basically link it to my Pinterest account, and also Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics is going to be very, very, very important when it comes to tracking the number of visitors and what keywords are resonating with people, all that good stuff. So if you want any kind of analytics for your blog, I highly suggest make sure you sign up with Google Analytics. But yeah, insert headers and footers will allow you to put those types of codes in there that Google may ask you to put in or Pinterest may ask you to put in. And then it would just be in the background and you'll get all that information that you need through those codes without having to do a lot of legwork. Now, another plugin that I highly suggest is something called Copy and Delete Posts. So for example, if you got your first post up and you're so proud of it, it looks so nice. Now you think about it, oh my gosh, I have to create more and more and more posts. Listen. If you use Copy and Delete Posts, this is a plugin that you can put in, and basically you can go in and just replicate the post that you already did and just change around the wording, so that way you can have a similar layout. It makes my life so much easier. I'm telling you, I was posting the long way for years, and I just added copy and delete posts about 4 months ago, and it's free. So I highly suggest you do that. It just makes your life so much easier. Now, the final plugin that I highly suggest is something called Squirrly SEO. So if you're not familiar with the term SEO, it's search engine optimization. So that is basically how people are going to find your website, and you need people to find your website. Squirrly SEO will make it easier for you. So in there, they try to make it like kind of fun. What they'll do is when you're creating your blog post, you'll say which keywords you're trying to rank for. So for example, if I do a post on fall fashion trends, I'll type in fall fashion trends, and Squirrely SEO actually has a thing where they can research the terms. I rank #1 on Google for quite a few of my posts. So there are some terms that you will put in on Google, and Deal Finding Diva will be the first person in the world that will pop up, okay? You can research keywords and find out which keywords will be best for whatever you're writing about. They'll make sure you're not putting those keywords in too much or too little. They'll also make sure that your images are SEO friendly, all that good stuff. Squirrely SEO is definitely worth the investment. And offhand, matter of fact, I think I got like a deal when I bought it, and it was about $50 a year or something like that. Squirrely SEO is definitely something you want to invest in. So when it comes down to actually posting posts on your website, I'm going to go into my computer and I want you to see the behind the scenes portion of my blog, okay? So that way you can see things for yourself and you can understand them, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys real quick what it looks like on the back end of your website, just in case you're wondering, how the heck do you even post on your website if you have WordPress? So in here, this is my website right here. This is what it looks like on my homepage, and I am logged into WordPress. And how do I know that I'm logged into WordPress? Because of this right here. So these are those plugins that I have. I have a bunch of plugins. And just so you know, the more plugins you have, the slower your site will be. So just try to limit as many plugins as you can. If you want to create a new post, you could just go to this plus sign right here and click, like, you don't even have to click it, but you could just hover over it. And then right here, you can go down to post, and there is something called Visual Composer that I have on the back end of my website. I don't post using Visual Composer. I actually just post the regular way. Now, when it comes to getting into like building your menus and all that stuff, it gets really technical. So like I said, you will have to let me know that you actually want that content before I put that out there. But if you want to create a post, this is how you do it. So you go to post. So this is what it looks like when I create a new post. This is the page that comes up. Now, as you can see on the left-hand side, there are a bunch of different things. Some of these are plugins and some of these come with my website in general. In order to make your website look all pretty and everything, you're going to need a theme. So themes, mine is called Mag Plus. I don't suggest Mag Plus, but Mag Plus, like, I liked it in the beginning, but really I was having problems with like the person that created it. Like, he wasn't very helpful, because when you buy a theme, you can a lot of times reach out to the creator and they can help you with certain things, because things may not work correctly depending on certain plugins, or just certain things in general may not work well depending on if there were any updates in WordPress, you know, stuff like that. So everything has to mesh well. If you want to find a theme, a nice looking theme, I highly suggest you go to Etsy. Etsy has some beautiful themes. So if you wanted to create a new post, this is what it would look like. So you would create your title here and you would do your writing here. I use like the classic look. This is what I prefer. So this is where you would do your writing, and you can see right here, you have your fonts and all that stuff. So I did add some additional fonts. I have some fonts that aren't already in here. So I have a font plugin for like custom fonts as well. But yeah, you can create your blog post. You can drag and drop photos into there. You can click add media if you wanted to add some media in there. So there is like, these are all my images and stuff that I already have uploaded to my media library. So if I wanted to, let's say, drop this in here, I would just click it. You see the check mark? Boom, insert it into my post. Now, here's the thing. If you're uploading it, this is where you would put your file, and then it would show up in your media library. Now, if you're not familiar with SEO, just make sure your keywords, if that image is relevant to your keywords, make sure your keywords are in here in the alternate text, because that will help your SEO and help you be found better when it comes to having your keywords found on like Google. So yeah, so I would insert it into the post, and it might take a second, but yeah, there it is. So from here, you can click it and you can adjust the size, which, I don't really adjust it that way a lot of times because sometimes it might get blurry, stuff like that. All right. But other than that, that's how you would do that. I do use Squirrly SEO. It helps my SEO. Like, it helped me rank on Google way higher than I ever was. I was never in a top 10 or even a top 100 of any keyword. And now I'm ranking number 1 for several. All right. So yeah, so this is where I would add my keywords, free samples. Okay. So I would click that, and then see, it's letting me know, okay, I use keywords in the alternate text. So let's say free samples today. Okay, so now keywords are used in the title that just came up for Squirrely. So it will highlight down here, keywords used in the title. My title length is between 10 and 75 characters. So basically you have to meet all these criteria to like have the best chance of ranking on Google. So yeah, that's how Squirrely SEO works. That's some of how Squirrely SEO works. If you want me to do a full tutorial on Squirrely SEO, you'll definitely have to let me know, because this can be quite technical. So down here, you have the excerpt. So this is what would like show up if people are on Google and a little snippet of your blog post is on there. So you would type something like here are free samples that I think you would love. Check them out. Okay. Just for example. Okay. So that's just like what people would see when they're scrolling through. Like, what would you want to say in order to bring people into your website? Okay. So yeah, I just wanted you to see how that was. Now, this is more of the Squirrely SEO stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I don't use any of this stuff. I don't have to change anything. That's why you can actually move these things up and down. So I can drop this below the next thing. See, now it's under this. Okay. So my post options, it's not breaking news, any of that. I don't even do any of this stuff. My stuff is like pretty much just type and go and make sure it meets the Squirrely SEO criteria. And the main picture on your post, this would be your featured image. So when people are on your website on that front page, that's the image that they would see. Okay. So as well as at the top of the blog post, that's what they would see. So like I said, I did a blog post recently. I'm just going to leave that, and I'm going to go to the actual post just so you can see like what I was trying to show you on that last thing. So remember I said when you create a post, you can just copy it and just duplicate it and just change it around the way that you need it. It just makes it easier. I do that here. So that plugin is already in the back end of my website, and I hit copy. And then from here, I just hit copy now, and then it would duplicate my post. Okay, but I'm going to go into edit. This is what it looks like on the back end of my post. So see, Squirrely SEO is saying I optimized it 100%. I lit up all the green. I did everything that it told me to do when it came to my keywords. And in here, I even have like an Amazon ad because I'm an Amazon affiliate. So anybody clicking on that will get me a little cut, So yeah, this is what it looks like on the back end. And then if there are certain categories that you want that post to be in, you have to create your categories. You can add a new category here. And I have blog posts, freebie alerts, that kind of stuff. So I have that there. The keywords that like I want to be like possibly found by, I put them all here. So those are tags. They're called tags. So yeah, like freebie, stuff like that. Deal Finder Diva. Like if somebody's searching any of this stuff, I want this post to be able to have a chance of popping up. So that's why I create a bunch of tags. Okay. So yeah, these are the tags, and then you can delete them by hitting the X and That's what it looks like on the back end of my blog. And just so you can see the actual post, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, this is my title up here. So I have my stuff like already done, like the font changes and all that stuff. It's already in there. Like I already set that kind of stuff up. As well as what's really important is if you're going to have affiliate links, you do have to have disclaimers and stuff. So people can click within here, and I have those disclosures and things linked already within my website. So people can actually just find it from any of my blog posts. And you have to have that legally. You have to have that on your blog. You have to let people know that you have affiliate links, and you have to have these privacy policy and disclosure listed as well. And it can't be hard to find. All right. So just make sure you have that in there. So that's why I just use that FTC affiliate plugin. I mean, that FTC disclosure plugin thing. Matter of fact, let me just make sure what it's called. There it is, FMTC affiliate disclosure. So make sure you get that plugin. I'm telling you, it just makes life a lot easier. I know this was a lot to take in. So again, let me know in the comments if you want more content like this. Another thing that's really, really important to me and probably to you, because that's why you clicked on this video, is making money with my blog. Now, just to let you know up front, don't expect to start a blog and then think you're just going to be making money like in your first month or even in your first 2 months or anything like that. So you're going to have to work. You're going to have to show that you're consistent, and you're going to start having to show a following. But one of the most important ways to make money on your blog is to use affiliate links. So if you're not familiar with what affiliate links are, those are the links that people can click on and like buy a product, and you would get a portion of the sale for referring somebody to buying that product or that service or whatever it was. So you put affiliate links in your blog post. So just for example, if I decide to talk about fall fashion trends, and I say, this is the fall jacket that I wear, I can put affiliate links to that jacket, and when people click on it, I'll get a portion of the sale. There are 3 platforms that are my main platforms, especially when I was starting out, for affiliate links. So the first one is called Brand Cycle. So Brand Cycle, you can go in there, you would have to get accepted into the program. So Brand Cycle, you can go in there and they're affiliated with like so many companies. If I had to guess how many, I would say at least like a few hundred companies. And you can go in there and just, for example, get a link to Macy's. And you can link to a specific product, or you can link to their homepage. And then whenever people buy anything from there, you would get a kickback from it. So Brand Cycle has a bunch of different companies that they are affiliated with that you can get affiliate links from. So the second option to get affiliate links that I use is Reward Style. So Reward Style is just like Brand Cycle. I noticed they seem to be linked with a little more companies than Brand Cycle is, but Brand Cycle's commissions, like the amount of money that you would get paid, the percentage, a lot of times Brand Cycle is slightly higher. So with Reward Style, you won't have to worry about like the fee for cashing out, because Brand Cycle uses something called Payoneer, and Reward Style will pay you just by direct deposit. Another platform that is actually the very first platform that I signed up with when I started blogging to get affiliate links is called Siven Social. And Siven Social, like, you can join so easily. And just so you know, I'm linking all 3 of these platforms down below. So if you're interested in any of them, they are linked below, so you can sign up right there. And I do have affiliate links. So when you use my affiliate links, you are helping a sister out. And sometimes the companies themselves will also give you something extra for signing up using my affiliate links. So please, if you're interested in any of these platforms, please do use my affiliate links down below in the description box. When it comes to Siven Social, what I really, really, really love about them is they make it so much easier to make money with your affiliate links. And not just your affiliate links, but they also have campaigns. So what campaigns are is like when brands need bloggers to get information out about a specific product, then Siven Social actually, even as a very, very, very small blogger at the time, and like I said, at the time, I don't think I was even getting, no, I definitely wasn't even getting 5,000 page views to my blog. And I was able to get deals where I was making, I think the highest I was getting paid was $75 to do a post for like Macy's. I think Macy's was, they were either $75 or $100. But yeah, I would normally get paid between $50 and $100 to do a post if I was accepted into a campaign. So Cyber Social, they are close to my heart because they were the first ones and I didn't have to meet a certain threshold in order to get a campaign with them. All right, so that is it. I hope this was helpful. If you need more information, please let me know in the comments. And also, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. And oh, don't forget to thumbs up my videos, please. Thank you. All right, so with that said, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.